today's filming day because I've had a lot happening this week and I haven't really had time to film. But I'm gonna go to the prayer room. There's a Spanish set happening today, I think, so that'll be really fun. And get some coffee. It's pretty chilly. It's very fall right now, so enjoying the sweater weather. It's been great. I'm gonna go see some friends at work and just see where the Lord takes me. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm here at the All Nations prayer room and there's gonna be a Spanish set. I'm really excited. I'll try to get some footage in there. But it's really pretty and peaceful, and there's nothing like going to prayer rooms that have been going for a really long time, and there's been so much fruit from them. Just like stepping in, I see this like you're just stepping into wells that have been dug and getting to enjoy the sweet water. There's nothing like it. It's really holy. Just finished from the set. It wasn't the Spanish set, it was the Korean set, which was still beautiful. Classic Andrea, having misinformation and showing up anyway, fully confident. But it was so sweet. There are probably maybe 15 people in there, but they're pouring their hearts out, and it rocked my heart. I felt the humility, I felt the purity, and I saw this picture of Jesus sitting on the front row, just enjoying it, and I felt like he was saying thank you to those amazing people on stage that we'll never know their names. They'll probably won't be on Spotify, maybe they will, but it was just really special, and I felt just honored to be in the room. It was really holy, so. Hey, so I've been thinking a lot about obscurity and hiddenness, and when the Lord just has you in places that you don't want to be, but you know he's asked you to be there. I think of a job or a living situation or relationship status, or even maybe a ministry or church he's called you to serve, and you'd rather be somewhere else, maybe even in a different state or country. And I just really, I feel the invitation to just lean in. I keep thinking of just get in the soil that he has you and get planted. Don't just live on the surface. I think of John 12:24. It says, truly, truly, I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls to the earth and dies, it remains alone, but if it dies, it bears much fruit. And then verse 25 says, whoever loves his life loses it, and whoever hates his life in this world will keep it for eternal life. And I think of Psalm 95 that says, today, if you hear his voice, don't harden your heart. That there are things that we can miss by hardening our hearts when we hear his voice. And I think of Hosea chapter 2 verse 14, where the Lord is speaking to his people and he's saying, I will allure you into the wilderness so I can speak tenderly to you. And the wilderness isn't a great place. It's probably really painful and probably really difficult, but if the Lord is speaking to you there, then there's something really sweet there. I think in those times of obscurity or hiddenness, that there's such a sweet intimacy with the Lord that you don't get unless you lean into those spaces. And to me, I'd rather live in obscurity and know him than miss out on the intimacy that I could get with him by doing something else or being somewhere that he hasn't asked me to be. So I just wanted to encourage you, if you're somewhere where maybe you don't want to be, or it's really hard, if he's asked you to be there, then he's there. He's with you. He hasn't forsaken you, and he has so much there for you. Some other thoughts I was thinking about hiddenness is like when there's times the Lord will ask you to do things that just seem like they don't matter and there's not a ton of fruit that you can see being produced. It's often not until like years later, like literally 365 days times 4 later is when you see the fruit of what you're doing. But that's in nature. Like trees sometimes take, decades to grow, and I think avocado trees don't start producing until like 7 years, and avocados are amazing. And so sometimes we judge often by what we can see versus what's happening that's unseen, and that's a lot of the Christian life. It's by faith. It's things that aren't seen. It's when the Lord plants you, and like John 12, like you may not physically die, but like you feel like you're dying, but that's what seeds have to do, or they can't produce fruit. And so I just say embrace the planting, embrace wherever He has you, and put your whole heart into it, and you'll find so much treasure underground. You'll find so much joy. You'll find Him. So just stay planted. This tree probably took like 50 years to get this beautiful. So don't rush what the Lord's doing in your life. Today, I'm also going to do some baking and cooking with my friend Spring. Very excited. And just wanted to encourage you that it's okay to slow down and just do the little things, like something like cooking that seems like, again, it's like, find joy in it because it's really fun. Hey guys, this is my good friend Spring.
Hi.
She has a paleo recipe channel on YouTube.
And whole foods, not
whole
just
foods.
paleo.
Just good quality, healthy foods. So we made a spaghetti sauce that I love. It's delicious. We're eating it right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's been super fun. That's what it was missing, the extra red pepper. When in doubt, throw some red pepper flakes on there.